backyard partying, backyard boogie, tu sabes, you know what I mean? And yeah, just from there, dog, just started writing raps in the halls, you know, to doing the whole backyard boogie with the homies from the hood, and yeah, some real shit, you know.
Around what time? Around what time was it when you first recorded your first song? And was it on a tape, or you were already on CD?
Oh nah, yeah, tape, dog. Back then there was we had like a karaoke, me, the homie Creeper, rest in peace, Bugsy, Spooky. You know, there was a couple of us, man. We would just fuck around, dog. You know what I mean? Just do our thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. You know, I had the opportunity to take it to the next step, to the next level, and that's what I did, homie. You know what I mean? I took all the street tactics and methods that I learned, and I applied them to the music industry and to the hustle. You know what I mean? And it worked, dog. You know what I mean?
Around what year was it when you first recorded?
I think my first album was 2007, bro. 2007, I dropped my first album. But
that's on a professional platform, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Everything I do.
What about when you first recorded the first song that you ever recorded?
Man, you know what? I wish I had that song, bro. I think it was called My Life. So what happened, homie, you know what I mean? Well, it's a long story, but let's just put it this way. I ended up going to the studio, and the dude's like, okay, I'll charge you this much for an hour. So I went in there, bro, but I was ready, dog. I knocked out like 3-4 songs in 1 hour. You know what I mean? Like shit that I had. And this dude was like, man, you good, homie. And right away trying to get me to sign, you know? But anyways, I think the first song, it was called My Life. You know what I mean? And it was just talking about being busted, dog. You know what I mean? And it's my life. I'm going to live it how I wanna. My life, gonna do what I wanna. My life.
Yeah. But you don't remember, the year.
I don't, bro. I think like 2006. Because, you know, as soon as I got into it, dog, it was like, I got bit by the bug, homie. You know what I mean? And it was full blast, bro. Just album after album, for just moving, you know?
Oh, yeah. And then how did you end up making because I remember hearing about Centro side records. You know, there was a bunch of foods from a bunch of places. And well, I'm from Oxnard, so I know Centro side came from Durley, Parker Wood now, you know. So you made it into a label, and then you got all kinds of artists, kind of like a high power, you know?
Yeah, homie. What it is, dog, is that, you know what I mean? I don't like to be in a box, homie. I always think big, you know what I mean? And right away, I just said, you know, like, when I first started, dog, put it this way. I would Google my first album and be like, fuck, man, I'm not popping up. Nobody knows me. You know, I said, but you know what, man? Someday you're going to search Chicano rap and I'm going to pop up. You know what I mean? And it happened. Yeah. You know what I mean? Why? Because my mind state wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to put it down for here. I started spreading, dog. I said, I'm going to look for artists in the 559, you know, from the 209 to, you know what I mean? Everywhere, dog, in Central Cali, you know what I mean? And we represented, and then after that, started reaching out to other states, collabing with other homies from other countries, dog. You know what I mean? I even picked up, learned how to talk a little French, dog, just so I can rap with the homies, you know what I mean? But that's what you gotta be like. Fuck this, I'm gonna take over the world type of mentality, you know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, man. Wasn't trying to stay in the box, you know, and not only that, but hook up a lot of solid homies, you know what I mean? Put them up on game, teach them the hustle, dog, and try to get money, dog, you know what I mean?
That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. Shout out to the homie YBE. He just joined right now. YPE, big shout out.
That's right. The homie Yogi. Yeah, back in the day, dog, when he was grinding out.
That's another Yogi. That's another Yogi right there.
What's up?
That's another Yogi right there.
Yeah, that's right. They call me Little Yogi from Sutown too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, but anyways, look, my boy, I know that the song that everybody knows and the song that's really popping is that 5150, dog.
5150. Come on.
Hey, that one right there. I mean, I've listened to it before we even, you know, before we even got to a talk or whatnot. I've listened to it a bunch of times. Shout out to the Trash Bag Boys. How did it feel to get 1 million views? How many views does that one have?
Oh man, it's probably like at 4 million, but I
4
had
million.
videos with a couple different videos with millions of views. You know what I mean? But with that one, dog, that was on some sick shit, dog. Because that's where I was. I was banged out, fool. You know what I mean? And you know, everything that we talked about, we weren't just some studio gangsters. We were some real G's from the streets. You know what's up? You know what I mean? We're from the same and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Real recognized, real dog. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was on some real shit, dog. And you know, at the end of the day, after I changed my life, though, I realized, like, man, you know what? That's not what I want to contribute to. You know what I mean? I don't want my legacy to end like that. You know what I mean? Because on the real note, dog, homies were writing me, hey, Blue, you know, my brother was your greatest fan. You know, can you write him a letter? You know, he's doing live because he stuck this fool to your song 5150. You know what I mean? Another one, hey, this fool is your greatest fan, man. You know, can you write a letter to put in his coffin? You know, he was bumping your song when he got smoked. You know what I mean? And I was just like, what the fuck? But that's the power of music, homie. You know what I mean?
It is.
Powerfulest psychedelic weapon on the planet of Earth, homie.
It's a weapon, bro. It's a
put on some Bob Marley, dog, and next thing you know, you want to, you know what I mean, smoke a little bit of yes guy because it influences you, you know what I mean? It motivates you. So, you know, me being the leader that I am, the king that I am, you know what I mean? I want to influence my people in the right way, Kernan. You know what I mean? Show them that, you know, you can get the bag, you can do this, you know what I mean? And try to prevent all of the fucking drama, dog, because, you know, I mean, I wasted a lot of time, homie, behind walls. I'm pretty sure, you know, you did it. Everybody did, dog, because that's the price that you pay when you're keeping it real, dog. You know what I mean? Real, recognized, real, like I said, dog. But, you know, I have another chance in life, Garnon, and I'm going to try to, you know what I mean, utilize my platform for good as well, you know, start programs, doing all that, dog. You know what I mean?
That's good. You know what? One thing I did notice, I like the way that you're moving right now. You know, you're helping the community. You're, you know, putting exposure to the community where you stay at, the kids, the toy drive. I respect all that. But before we get into that, I want to know, because, I mean, I never felt it, dog. How does it feel to get the first 1 million views?
Hey, you know what, dog? To me, it was just whatever, dog. When I get the first $1 million, then we could talk about it. You know what I mean? Some real shit, dog. You know what I mean? Fuck the views, fuck the fame. I mean, shout out to the homies. You know what I mean? Everybody supporting all that. You know, nothing but love or whatnot. But for me, dog, this time around, you know, I'm just trying to get the bag, do what I can, homie, and do it with something that I love to do. You know what I mean? Which is make music and just enjoy my life, bro. Live it to the fullest. I'm lucky I'm alive, not doing life, homie. You know, where we come from, dog, it's do or die all day, dog. In the streets of Chiques, homie, especially from, you know, our era back in the day, dog. That's when it was popping, you know what I mean? And, but I got a second opportunity, dog, and I'm making the best of it, dog. You know what I mean? I'm posted up.
How would you feel about the idea of making a Oxnard, a Chicano rap documentary?
Yeah, you know what? I'm down with whatever's fucking, with whatever's positive, though. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, when it's real, some people take it as a negative, but sometimes it's the truth. You know what I mean? And whatever I could do to help support that shit, I'm down for it. I'm gonna put it that way. You know what I mean? Never.
I mean, it'll be like a really hard project, dog, because due to the fact that the barrios in Oxnard have so much conflict. Like, even if the rappers are good, you know, even if the rappers are
but
people, you know,
a lot of the homies are waking up, though, dog. You know what I mean? A lot of the homies are waking up, and we're realizing, you know what I mean? Like, man, we're from the, bro, we could ride or die together when we're busted. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, you know. So why not on the streets? Why can't we do business? You know what I mean? I remember when I first started getting busted, man, I was busted with some homies from the other side, and we were real tough. We kicked it tough. And so then I ran into the bigger homies in the mall. And so right away, I was ready to get down because I had that gang mentality. Oh, they're from the other side. And they're like, what the fuck, homie? We can do time together, but you can't say Cubo. You know what I mean? And then you realize, like, fuck, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because we're all the same, dog. You know what I mean? And, yeah, man, you know, shit, Chica's is fucking little Chicago, dog. Al Capone packed that shit with the business.
I mean, I love my city, dog, and I feel like we got a lot of potential if the platforms were to, like, get united to the point where we help each other out, you know, like a little share here, a little share there, just, you know, whatever, you know, resources, whatnot. And a documentary would be like a plus, you know. But
yeah.
Hey, not everyone's on the same page, but there's always like it's always good to try it. Even if you know you're gonna fail, it's always good to try, you know.
Yeah, for sure, dog. You know what I mean? But you're already failing by even, you know, acknowledging that chance of failing. You gotta always think, I'm gonna succeed, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, no ifs and buts, homie. You know what I mean? And when you have
the reason why I say that is because I've came at people before and it's a negative. You know what I mean? Due to what I already mentioned, you know. So
not everybody's on the same page, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Because not everybody has wisdom, Karna. You know what I mean? A lot of us out there lack wisdom. You know, we're considered psychos. Straight up, you know. But wisdom, you know, they know better, dog. They know what's up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, so, how far into the game was it when you moved to where you're at right now? Because you're no longer in Oxnard, right?
Nah, homie. You know, born and raised in Chicas, dog. Put it down. Yeah. I see every corner I could go to, I could tell you a story, dog. You know what I mean? Real talk. But anyways, you know, shit hit the fan and I stole a car, dog, and I headed up north, homie, and I ended up at a ranch, you know what I mean, and sleeping in a trailer, dog. Like, what the fuck? How'd I end up here? I have my own freaking posse doing shit, you know what I mean, making moves, dog. And but yeah, the truth is, dog, like, I finally woke up, you know what I mean? I said, man, I need to get the fuck out of here before I get life, you know what I mean? Like, real talk.
Yeah, like, man.
When you're with the business, you're with the business, you know what I mean? And, you know, I just seen just too much shit, dog. And like I said, not everybody has wisdom, but I seen the writing on the wall. So I said, I need a smash, dog. Stole a ride, headed out here, boom. You know what I mean? And the rest was history, dog. Took everything that I learned in the streets, all the street hustle, applied it to the music biz and everything that I do. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, dog.
When was that, though? When was it that you moved? Like 2000 what?
I don't even remember, dog, to be honest, homie. You know what I mean? But
just did it.
Yeah. But I go to Chicas every now and then, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's the spot, you know?
Like, you don't realize, homie, like, when I was young, it's right there by the beach, dog, you know what I mean? And I was so busy kicking it in the projects, you know what I mean? And now I go there and I'm like, fuck, this is fucking paradise right here, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, it is.
Real talk, dog, but when you're caught up and you're in the barrio and the projects, you don't realize what you got around you, bro, because a lot of people are just sleeping, dog, you know what I mean? They ain't woke. You know, and but now that I'm woke and I go there, I'm like, wow, this is fucking life right here. You know what I mean?
It's because it's fun, my boy. It's fun. How can I tell you? You know, like, I'm not trying to promote it, but it's like really, really fun, and that's where the little homies get misguided. You know, because it's like a fun life to live.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, put it this, dog. It's like fucking Grand Theft Auto in real life. You know what I mean? It's like
shout out to the homie Street Active.
Yeah, dog. Like dog, I be seeing my son. He be playing like GTA, and I'd be like, oh, that's what's up. I used to play that in real life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like I mean, it's a rush I could never compare to anything else, you know. But that's why I understand when other people get misguided, because that's what it is. We're misguided. You know, that's what I believe. You know, even when you're in the system or whatnot, you know, we're misguided by ourselves. Like, we lie to ourselves, and at the end of the day, like, you know, you get busted. Like, ain't nobody really there for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But we
real.
still come out with that mentality that, oh, it's my barrio, it's my this, my that, and you come out trying to do the same thing all over again. That's when you know you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually considered psycho, dog, when you keep doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results, you know what I mean? And that's what happened with me, man. I was like, man, this is a rotation right here, dog. Like, fuck, I remember missing like 7 years in a row of Christmas and New Year's because I was busted. I was always doing time, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro, I would get out, last maybe like 3 months, back in, boom. You know, a month, back in 2 weeks, boom, back in. Like, just, you know how it goes, dog.
I
You know, but
remember going to juvenile halls, right? And just the smell when you first come in, dog, like you smell depression, dog. You smell like hatred. You smell all that when you first come in. And I remember that, bro. I remember that going in,
yeah,
dog.
the crazy thing is, I remember being in the hall, and I would see like innocent people going there, innocent little kids, dog, and they're there because their parents got caught up or whatnot, you know. And then, like I said, since I was always in and out, I'll go back like 3 months later. This motherfucker's all banged out, fool. You know, they're like picking up a knife already, dog. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
He's doing time in I don't know what happened to the homie after that. You know what I mean? But that's the way it goes, dog. You become a product of the environment, a victim of the system, homie. You know what I mean? And
That's
that's why
what it is.
my first song that I dropped was called My Life, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You know what I mean? Because like they made me a monster. You know what I mean? But not no more, dog. You know what I mean? I'm a new person, homie. You
It's
know?
all good. You know, there's always time for and room for evolution, you know. And I just wanted to say, you know, I know some of your background. I know you were with the business. I know you still are, but I just want to say I'm proud of you, dog, for moving away and doing the right thing, dog. Because I
Yeah.
wasted a lot of years where I could have done that myself and I didn't. You know, so I'm proud of you and all the homies that did that, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, man? I got the big homies in the pen, and you know, I would chop it up with them. And they said, man, we wish we could have made that decision. You know what I mean? Like, man, and same thing. They're like, we salute you, what you're doing, keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, or not? You know what I mean? Because it sucks, man. And but at the end of the day, that's where we got to step up to the plate, bro, and try to make a difference, homie. We want lawyers, dog. You know what I mean? We want
Yeah,
doctors, like,
hell
dog.
yeah.
We want cops on our side, homie. And I mean,
Uh,
that's the realness, dog. And that's what it's about, is homies, you know, putting up other little homies up on sketcha, dog, you know. And but I don't know. Unfortunately, sometimes I feel like we're a bucket of crabs, dog. One crab tries to make it out, and the other one's pulling it down. You know what I mean? When in
that's what
reality,
it.
we should be
That's what
pushing
it is,
every
huh?
fucking bucket, and when one makes it out, pull the other one up. You know what I mean? That's how we should be. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm not trying to say no names out there because I'm great fans of the people I'm about to mention. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not even gonna say their names, dog. But anyways, there's people, dog, that are raza that fucking made it. They went platinum. They fucking sold millions across the globe, right? You know, and but they never freaking took nobody else along with them, dog. You know, but look at Dr. Dre, homie. He signed Snoop. Look at all the artists that Snoop put on. You know what I mean? And so on and so on. Ice Cube, you know, like all of them were just signing other homies, putting them all up, bro. And with us, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Much
like,
more different. Much
yeah,
more different.
yeah, you know, homies on. It just seems that way. You know what I mean? But
But right now, you know what? Right now, the time I feel like we're all gonna blow up as a raza as a whole.
yeah,
I'm not just saying that one person. You know, right now the shine is on us. Everything that we do is grows quick. You know, and it's our time to just take off with it and bring a bunch of people with us. You know what I mean? It's our time, dog.
yeah, it is, bro. Because I was just having this conversation. You know, people are starting to accept raza. You know, a lot of them look at us before and they see us with some Cortez and we're automatic killers. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
start. You know what I mean? But they're starting. You know, like new platforms we got going on, the food community, Food's Gone Wild. You know what I mean? Different
Shout out to Fools Gone Wild.
are putting us out there like, man, these guys are some cool ass cats. You know what I mean? They're funny. And then you got the homies making moves like Criminal, you know, doing that toy drive. I'm over here doing our shit. You know what I mean? Then they're like, oh, fuck yeah, that's what's up. The homies are, you know, about giving back to their communities. And I think the more, you know, that we get recognized out there in the media, you know what I mean? The more that people realize that, hey, we're just people just like you know what I mean? And being more accepted, basically, you know what I mean? Because before, I seemed like it was a whole lot harder, you know what I mean? Like, somebody, for instance, they said somebody 10 years ago see you walking down the street, bro, you know, they're going to cross the street when they see you know what I mean? Because they're like, fuck that, I don't want to cross his path, you know what I mean? And it's a little bit different now, you know, like, I just feel the bridge is being built, you know what I mean?
You know, yeah, we're gonna bridge the gap. But look, I feel like people like yourself, people like myself, and people that have been there on the streets like that, you know, I feel like we're the right ones to talk to the youth.
Yeah,
Send the right message, dog, because we lived it, you know?
Yeah. And
what's your message to the youth?
Well, you know what? And I'm exactly on the same page for the simple fact, like I said, man, I grew up doing time, man, and I'll get a lot of counselors, and they'll be like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And at the end of the day, it's like, homie, you have no idea how the fuck I live. You know what I mean? Who do you think you are telling me how to live my life? You know what I mean?
Reading a book.
But when you get somebody that you realize is real, this fool came from the streets. You know what I mean? Like, homie, I was sleeping in a park bench as a kid, dog, trying to hustle to eat. You know what I mean? Like, some real talk, dog. And then you listen, you know what I mean? Because you're like, man, this guy knows what I'm talking about. Why? Because he's been there. He didn't just go to school, read a book, and freaking learn how, you know what I mean, to be a mentor or whatnot, you know what I mean? Counselor and shit, you know? So I think, like I told you earlier, real recognize real, you know? And I think that's how we're going to make a difference, is by some real homies speaking up and just being that encouragement for them, you know what I mean? And trying to inspire.
What's your message? What's your message to the youth?
You all right. My message.
I'm breaking up. You hear me?
No matter your situation. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, you're in all the way.
All right. Yeah. Check it out. This is my message, dog. No matter your circumstance, no matter your situation, no matter where you're at, man, you could change it. If you're living bad, you could live a great life. Whatever you want in life, man, would come from America, the land of the dreams. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be a doctor, you could become a doctor. It's been proven. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you want to do with your life, if you want to become a lawyer, you become a lawyer. Or better yet, you know what? Pursue something that you love to do. You get what I'm saying? But you don't have to be the product of your environment. You don't have to be what everybody else looks at you to be, because at the end of the day, you're the one that looks yourself in the mirror every single day. So all that matters is your own opinion. You know what I mean? Get the bag. Try to live a good life, man, because it's one life to live, and that's on the real. You know what I mean? Stay focused, and sky's not the limit. It's beyond that, homie. This is King Blue, forever great. Nothing but love for everybody out there, man. I want to see everybody succeed. I want to see everybody get the bag, everybody get paid. You know what I mean? It's time for us to come together, unity in the community, man, and make a difference. Utilize the resources we have and be an inspiration, not drag our people down. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Let's lift them up. Let's make a difference, and let's make a change, homie. Once again, King Blue. Yeah, that's how we do it, baby.
Hey, my boy, I just want to say, I couldn't have said it better. I love your energy. That one right there, we're going to have to close it with that energy right there, because ain't no other message better than that message right there, my boy. So you guys have a good night over there. Much love to the Forever Great Music. You already know, my boy, if you ever need any type of assistance in which I could help, I'm here.
Hell yeah, dog. So we about to get in the studio, though, man, and go make some bangers, you know what I mean? Get that bag and make a difference, you know what I mean? Because everybody knows it takes money to make money and to make moves, you know what I mean? And that's what we're doing, dog. We're gonna build, homie, for our communities, dog. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's all good, man. We're lucky to be alive. We're lucky not doing all day up in the joint. You know what I mean? And we gotta take advantage of that, dog, and make the best of it, homie. You know what I mean?
Thank you for having us, my boy. You guys have a good night over there, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, firme. A rato, gente. Yeah.
That was Team Blue.